I just realized that I am live. Okay, so for today's session, I want to talk about how you should really be structuring your goals so you can, of course, achieve career development and career success. Having goals is very important because the reason this being is because this helps you with developing where you want to be and where you want to go within your career. Without having goals, it's going to have you just going in a mishmash of different directions. So having goals is where you have the structure and the plan to where you can try out different methods and topics and things and ultimately yield to the bigger goal, which is your long-term goal. Ultimately, other than giving structure, goals help you with that sense of achievement. Once you have something to cross off your list, it's so satisfying that you just want to continue on and do more and more and more of it. So here is kind of like a brief, importance of a talk on why and how to really kind of go about that, because I know how sometimes it's difficult to really actually ultimately structure goals and how to ultimately kind of go about it. And also there's a fear on, pivoting different paths and directions that you can also ideally take. So the importance of this and the ultimately where you want to start off with everything is planning. So first you want to write out, your long-term goals. Where do you ideally hope to be? And where do you want to be within the next 5 years? Let's say it's a 5-year future goal plan, right? So next 5 years, where do you want to be and where do you want to go? With those long-term goals, you want to have short-term. So short-term goals are small accomplishments that you can achieve that will ultimately help you within your path of your long-term goal. And short-term goals are great because clearly they're quicker achievements, right? It's quicker satisfaction, but also you can easily, if something doesn't work, you can always scratch it off and do the next thing. So write out what your long-term goals are. And then think of short-term goals, things that you can accomplish within, a year's time or, a year or 2 years' time, and write those down. And then you're going to work off your short-term goal list first. You're going to work it through, you're going to cross it off and work through that. If something doesn't work clearly, it's okay because you have your listing of the goals that you have written, which is important to have. And then you also want to make sure that it's going to relate to the path, or ideally something that's just satisfying you for your long-term goal. If your short-term goal doesn't ideally have anything to do with your long-term career goal, it's okay. Goals and topics and all that do change, but you want to make sure that it's something clearly that you are happy to achieve, that you want to achieve, that's going to help you with your ideal career path, right? Because having this laid out is going to help you with that sense of having clarity on what you want to do, where you want to go, and where you want to be. So that's ideally really important. So again, having a structure of goals within being in your career is very, very important. You want to have them. Again, it gives you that motivation, that drive, and that satisfaction to continue on, to keep doing what you're doing. And it gives you that ideal path on where you should be going to reach that long-term goal. So I do want to also invite anybody also just briefly to my master classes. So they are going to be redone or like re-brought back, right? So I am bringing back my masterclass trainings on how to get responses from employers. It's super fun. I enjoy doing it because if you're looking for exactly what you need to be doing right now within your job search and how to really conquer the job market today with clarity, with what you need to be doing with networking and how you need to be approaching your job search, it's very, very important to know. And the training is free. The link is in the description, but I'm also going to place it in the comments. And by the way, if anybody's watching replay, as always, feel free to leave a comment and let me know if you have any questions on goals, or let me know what goals are you setting for the remainder of this year up until your next career plan. Like, what are your short-term goals? What are your long-term goals? Have you thought of it? Let me know. I am really interested in knowing. And I will see you guys in the next video at the end of the week.